Alright, part 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing maintenance on the Hummer H2. We're to do a lot of the fluid change from under here, also the back over there. Step 1 is most likely going to be to take this cage off. It looks like the 5/8 should fit just fine. I don't know if that's in focus or not. Let me see if I can, I don't know. Anyways, that's a 5/8. I'm going to remove this. I was able to put the oil catch can up here to where I wouldn't have to take it off, but I didn't want to risk spilling the oil onto the ground when I had to try to take it over this bar right there. So step 1 on the oil change is to remove this cage, and of course make sure you have the correct catch can. You don't want oil to spill everywhere. Then you're going to remove this bolt here. Look here, there's the transmission pan, which we'll be doing in just a moment. Right over here, the lowest point of the motor is going to be the oil pan. All we're going to do is remove this bolt. When you remove that bolt, warm oil will come out because, of course, if you know anything about oil changes, you do want to drive the car for about 5-10 minutes, or maybe let it idle for about 5 or 10 minutes to warm up the oil, move all the sediment around, and that way all the bad stuff comes out. Once this drains completely, right next to it, you'll see the oil filter. In that case, we're going to unscrew it with our hands and then drain that out. I'm going to put some gloves on in a minute. If I don't get back to you while I try to pull that off, I will show you what it looks like once it's completely off. First, I'm going to take this cage off. I'll get back to you when I take this screw off here, just trying to keep you guys with me. Alright, I'm back. I did try to remove this undercarriage cage. After I realized I don't have the strength to take it off with hand tools, I decided to leave it and try to do this oil change and transmission pan with it still on. So I tried a 15mm and a 5/8 standard size on this. They both seem to fit. The 5/8 is pretty loose. I'm not sure exactly which size you're supposed to use, but the 15mm was able to break it loose. I just tried it once right now just to make sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this oil catch can underneath here. When I unscrew it, you catch the oil that way, which is not ideal. The ideal situation is to actually remove this undercarriage tray and then this here, and not have your oil pan up there, and instead have it on the floor down here. But once again, doing this out of a driveway at a friend's house, and we're just going to try the best we can. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please don't hesitate to leave it below. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see the oil come out once you loosen this up. Keep in mind I'm doing all this by myself, filming and working on the vehicle, so please bear with me. The angles aren't good, or the lighting, or whatever you feel like may not be the best. Please just be understanding. Here we go. Black, which is weird because it was just brown when I checked it from the stick, but we're gonna let that drain. We're gonna move on to the next item.